right, good morning, everybody. Coffee time. First and foremost, thanks for following. We're getting really great momentum. My purpose is to bring value in your life, keep everybody energized, positive, and your immune system through the roof. Because we all know the number one thing right now is health and your immune system. So hopefully everybody's washing their hands, keeping clean. I think that we all been bombarded. So today, why today I want you to sit down and really gravitate what I'm going to share with you. Because right now in Canada last year, 4 million Canadians got sick due to foodborne illness. 4,000 hospitalization due to foodborne illness. These are mighty small microorganisms, pathogen, bacteria, E. coli, parasite, virus, and yes, the corona. So if I get your attention, I'm going to basically guide you, not just scare you, but really give you some practical tools, bring values, and finish off in a positive spin. I want to thank my friends at the Canadian Health Food Agency, my colleague and my friends, microbiologists in Quebec. And the information I have, you can Google it online. You know what? Our government Canada, if you Google it, will tell you up to 4 million Canadians get foodborne illness. It's killing, on today's date, still 10 times more people, according to our stats today, than the coronavirus. And if we can save our frontline people at the hospital from having people to go at the hospital because of foodborne illness, I'm serving everybody. So this applies whether you're eating junk food or organic food. So I'm going to really elaborate, but a couple of notes first. I want to thank everybody for your amazing support. And I'm going to be straightforward. As a small business, if you want to thank me right now, please share this on your personal Facebook page, because every morning at 8 a.m. I'm coming with free tips. And I can assure you, you know what? From somebody who's been passionate about nutrition since I was young and looking at apples and trees, and everybody's known me. I've been at Simply for Life going close to 20 years. I've been practicing for 29 years now. The tools I have are validated. They come from common sense approach, but useful for you. And we can share this with all friends and family. And guess what? If they can follow my video and feel more positive and have a better outcome in life, I'm serving everybody. But please share on your personal Facebook, tell all your friends every morning. I remember a long time ago that I will tell you something. I thought nutrition was interesting, but for our friends and family, nutrition is awfully boring. And I get this, right? Many of my colleagues, whether they're practicing on their own or not with Simply for Life, will tell me, Bruce, how do you do to keep your clients so long? Well, I said, first of all, nutrition for us is interesting, but for them it's boring. If you're just talking about the 4 food groups, they'll end up being very depressed after a while, because after a certain time, you want more than this. So for me, I like to keep it exciting, entertaining, whether it's from your gut microbiome, power of the mind, exercising, cooking, recipes. And today we're going to talk about these microorganisms that actually can send us to the hospital. Why I'm telling you this? Well, we're going to look at what I've told Claudine 3 weeks ago. I said, okay, want to shut down. I don't want you to buy any food, fresh products at any grocers right now. Now, I'm not talking those big box stores. Don't shoot the messengers. I'm giving you tools. And Claudine knows I'm not a fan of this first and foremost. Why? Well, get this. From the wonderful farmer to the person who stores it, to the awesome delivery person, to the grocers, and then from the grocers to the shelf, there's a lot of touching. You know, and I'm going to go a little bit more in detail because I want to get your attention. These products are not fresh at best of times. We all know they're 6 to, like you look at an apple, up to 12 months old. But the reality is that many individuals are touching them. And I'm just going to guide you into me being a food detective and being a food snob. So I leave my home. I got 3 bulldogs. And there's nobody you want on your side more than me because I'm very clean, yes. And I'm extremely healthy. I practice what I preach anywhere I travel, 24/7 globally. But from the time I arrive to the grocer, the large grocers, to buy food, I'll close the door of my truck. Sometimes I have one of my bulldog. God knows what they're licking that day, right? Sorry, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm still very clean. But when I get in the grocer, I touch and move food because I'm a snob. I smell it, gets close to my nose. I squeeze it for the aroma. I really inspect my food carefully. If any of you ever seen me shopping for food, I'm a food detective. I put it back. But there's many picky eaters out there that will just buy beautiful fruits and vegetables and they're moving them. Where do you think those hands have been? If you look at it right now, I'm not making this shit up. But when I talk about shit, there's many feces now in our food source. So we have a huge concern, and especially right now that our immune system, good health is vital. My job is to provide you the tools. So I get it. You'll be saying, well, Bruce, you know what? I get it, but I wash my fruits and vegetables. Really? You wash your fruits and vegetables? Don't take this from me. Don't sue the messengers. But if you do your due diligence and look at what the experts are suggesting from high authority in Canada, or health inspectors, so forth, so on, and according to the FDA, this is not just in Canada, it's globally right now. In the US, 48 million foodborne illness. So you have to take your fruits and vegetables. Here's how I do it home, and I'm just curious if you do the same. Before I leave, I always disinfect the sink, rinse it, and then I spray food grade peroxide and finish it with the peel of a lemon. So when I come back home with all my fruits and vegetables, they go, I put the water on, fill them up, leave it as is, I go about my business, store food in the fridge, so forth, so on. Then, after it's been soaked in water, according to the recommendation of the expert, for a minute or two, water goes down, I rinse them again and dry them. Excuse me, it's a pain in the butt to do. But this is what I do for a living. And I just don't do it once, all the time. Now, how many of you are doing this? And I know it's pretty much extreme, but I'm following the recommendations. So today, it's very important that you get this message, right? So I don't want you to say, well, Bruce, what the heck am I going to do? Am I going to just go eat junk food? No. Listen, it's far better still to eat healthier and take time to wash your food. I'm going to give you some solutions than to eat the crappy junk food that attacks your immune system for the next 10 days, right? So some of you will say, well, I'm not convinced because I cook my food very well. All right, I get it. And remember, I've been at this for a long time. You cook your food very well. Well, what the heck is the purpose of buying healthy food if you want to have all these healthy nutrients to be working with you, scavenging the bad guys if you're destroying everything by cooking them? So common sense approach 3 weeks ago, and I think it's longer than that, 4 weeks ago, I told Claudine, I said, okay, no more buying fresh fruits. We have everything, and I'm not upselling. You can get this anywhere in our market that's packaged. I prefer frozen fruits and frozen vegetables pretty much year round, unless it's in the season and it comes from a wonderful farmers, right? I just get very paranoid that I don't have control on everybody's hygiene touching their fruits and vegetables. This is real, and this is of a great concern, always been, always will. And my clients following right now, they know I've always been very adamant about watching their fruits and vegetables. But I'm a big fan of frozen. Why? Because it comes from the farmer, heavily cleaned, sprayed, washed, right? And then flash frozen or frozen, and then we keep the nutritional value, comes in a bag, and I still rinse the bag when it gets home. I keep it in deep freeze or let it thaw. I have much more control. And for me, these fruits and vegetables, we should call them fresh. I know it sounds cliche, but think about it. From 4 to 8 hours, they've been cleaned and frozen, as opposed to the fresh seasonal fruit this time of year. Are you kidding me? That you're getting at your local grocer, nothing to attack them. That's about 6 weeks at the very best to 12 months. Now, to keep these fruits and vegetables for 6 weeks to 12 months, how many times we have to shift them? So more than ever, we're all going on a frenzy on cleaning our hands, what we touch. I mean, some of our label of our products here is even changing color because every morning I come here and I clean every little bottle, whether it's touched or not. And the very few clients that are allowed to come in one at a time, 2 to 3 per hour, we're soon going to put this down and just do delivery. In our stores, we follow them. Everything they touch, we disinfect everything. And of course, more and more people are in a frenzy to shop with us right now because we have much more control. We don't have hundreds of people coming in. We don't have hundreds of employees. So we have much more stable control, but we're very limited. So when it comes to your food choice, for example, if you're eating nuts, seeds, I was talking about baru seeds. I'm a big fan of it. Comes from the rainforests, Brazilian, the Amazon. But all in all, my nuts, I've always bought them in package, regardless of where I travel. I'm not going to name any names. It never made any sense. And don't take my word for it. Look this, just Google after you're done. And that's why you have to share this. It's your moral obligation to pass the message. More than ever, we need to strike, be healthy, have a vibrant immune system. It doesn't make any sense for me to go and buy nuts that are cheaper in a container that you open up. Just that movement alone. And I'm looking, you know how many hair nose that comes into that food source, right? You know how many feces that goes in and people are selecting, people are coughing, people are breathing, they're talking to their friends. Just I'm talking right now. I'm spitting. So for me, it's always been a big no-no. My nuts are always buy them packaged. My vegetables, like I say, they're frozen in package. My fruits are frozen in package right now. We have wonderful sun-dried tomatoes from Italy right now, but these were packaged before that hurricane of Corona in Italy, and I am a big fan of Italian food, and I want to keep promoting them just because I'm a big believer in supporting everybody right now. But these products were sealed and contained in September. You know, applesauce, same thing. You can get good help from beans. Chicken soup, I was saying, bean soup this week. All these has a broad spectrum of nutrients. We have all kinds of frozen foods here made from our good friends at Mediterranean, that there's not more than 3 transactions from farmer to the butcher to our friends at the Mediterranean, which is highly sanitized to bring their food here. So for me, it's all about control. Some of you have been asking, okay, well, Bruce, what do you recommend? My kids are awfully fussy. I get this. Do you have any supplements? And remember, guys, I'm always food first. But since you're putting me on the spot, I'm trying to do my best to give you all kinds of tips. So we do have an immune boosting multivitamin for your kids. It's not bulletproof for the corona, but it will help with the immune system because a lot of them are eating junk food, depleting their very important nutrients they need. So they're eating empty calories. At least that can provide them with the essentials vitamins. And last but not least, I will tell you why I'm such a paranoid on food. You know, in my past, I had food poisoning on my own food, right? One, it was a stupid mistake. I was, you know, in the days of being a bodybuilder, doing my Tupperware, everything done 7 days, 10 days in advance. And one of them, I forgot the week prior, and I had a salmon. So I was hurried. Back then I was doing clients back and back. So I took the wrong container and immediately I knew it. But last year, when I was in Mexico, I got the E. coli. And like I say, it's not because I was eating junk food. We don't know where it came from. It beat me down for 18 days. I lost 14 pounds. By the time we got home, it smelled like death home. And I'm somebody with a very good immune system. And I've always used the analogy of using good credit and credit card for immune system. Right now, if you're eating junk food, you're not being careful with your food, it's like using your credit card at 30%, as opposed if you're really being diligent about using the tools I'm providing you for free, that you can have much more control. And of course, with stress, anxiety, poor sleeps right now, it does sabotage your immune system. But if your bank account is rich from providing yourself with good food, you will strive. This is an unprecedented time We need to be vibrant about our health. We need to be strong. We need to be focused. And I'm asking you, my audience, I'm going to be serving you every morning at 8. I'm answering questions like crazy right now, and I'm giving you all that for free. But in return, pass the word. What I'm giving you is sincere, comes from the heart. Everybody knows who I am, but the reality, pass this, share this on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Don't just like us. This is important and vibrant information we can give. Right now, we're watching TV and we're bombarded with negative, 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 negative. I want to bring the negative and finish off very positive, because I truly believe in health. Health is all we have. I don't give a rat butt what you say about material or money right now. I know it's important, but what we want more is our health. And all our natural market are here to serve you. We're very extremely strict and diligent on who gets in our store. Sooner or later, that's going to change. We're amazing at delivery. I kid you not. You don't want anybody else but us to deliver at your place. And this is no fact, because nobody's cleaner and healthier than us right now. I'm not saying we're bulletproof. From the time I drive, because I'm doing the delivery right now, to the client's doors, I disinfect my hands. I leave everything at the door. They don't have to touch nothing. I push a buzzer, come back, re-disinfect my hands. Last tool, if your hands are getting cracked up like mine's right now, coffee won't do it. Smoothie won't do it. I put some olive oil. So it does help. It's not a magical tool, but olive oil is really essential to put on your hands, especially with dry hands right now. So thanks for following, everybody. Tomorrow morning, I'm back live at 8 a.m. We're here to serve you. Many of you also are starting to join and work with some of our consultants, because I think what I'm showcasing is that you understand our success now. It's not because we just talk about nutrition. We're an all-inclusive program to your health and wellness. And buckle up, because tomorrow morning, I'm going to bring more value. I'm going to change your state of mind. I'm going to do a little bit of NLP, neuro-linguistic reprogramming. I was not too long ago with Dr. Richard Bandler, who wrote the book on it. And also I'm going to do some hypnotherapy, some tools that I've used with professional athletes, power lifters, people trying to defeat cancers, and business owners. Now, I'm not going to put you in a hypnotic state tomorrow, but we're going to do some exercise. So I need you to protect your ecology. I want you to be sitting in a couch, comfortable tomorrow morning, in your bed, but make sure you're comfortable, because we're going to do an exercise that I will prove to you, no matter how stressed, what kind of anxiety you have, we will blunt this and I will recalibrate your mind like there's no tomorrow. So that's my pledge to you. Share the word. I'll be here to answer your questions, but most of all, we're in this together. And now your thank you is a share and spread the word to the community. Take care, everybody, and see you in the morning. Bye-bye.